But here is the one thing. Washington is fundamentally off course. They just don't understand how the real world works anymore. Now, I could go on blabbering about it, or I could invite my friend John Rich to stop by and sing just a little bit of what he understands.
My daddy taught me in this country everyone's the same. You work hard for your dollar and you never pass the blame when it don't go your way. And now I see all these big shots whining on my evening news about how they're losing billions, and it's up to me and you to come running to the rescue. Well, pardon me if I don't shed a tear, 'cause they're selling make-believe and we don't buy that here.
Here's the thing that Washington doesn't seem to get that my cowboy friend does. They're playing all these games in Washington. They are spending money that they don't have, that you and I don't have, but they're taking it and printing it anyway. They're trashing the dollar. They're running up debts for our kids and our grandkids and our great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids. While they tell you that, well, you got to make some sacrifices. You got to cut back in your own home. They're also trying to inspire populist anger against executives from big companies, even though the government says those same companies are too big to fail and need bailouts. These people are important. Quite frankly, I think the people in Washington are the ones responsible for a lot of the mess, although we all played a role. Common sense tells us that businessmen and lawmakers in Washington aren't all bad. Unfortunately, those voices are being drowned out, as are your voices. Does it ever make you feel small and overwhelmed? Does it ever seem to you that they're just not playing by the same rules that you have to play by? We're all getting penalized for the games that they're playing above us, that we don't get to participate in. In other words, they're shutting us out instead of doing what most of us know through common sense should be done, and that is shut down the failed companies, put the bad guys in jail, and let people solve the problems in America.
'Cause in the real world they're shutting Detroit down, while the boss man takes his bonus pay and jets on out of town. And DC's bailing out them bankers as a farmer's auction ground. Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world, they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world, they're shutting Detroit down.
There is my good friend John Rich. We'll be back later in the show to explain the inspiration and sing the whole song for you. But gosh, man, I was watching it last night. I was watching Obama last night, and I was so frustrated. I was just looking at the table. I was saying, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. This is the choice? This isn't the choice. I want to show you exactly why I think you feel frustrated, because most people don't understand America anymore, and they don't understand how we were founded. Most people say that we are left and right, right? And the arguments, there's the Democrats and here are the Republicans, and we argue back and forth, left and right. But that's not who we are. This is not the way that the founders intended us to be. We're not left and right. Here's what we are. We are total government and no government. Okay? This here is fascism, communism, statism. This is total, complete control by the government. This is anarchy here. Back when we were originally founded after the Revolutionary War, we had the Articles of Confederation. It was a very weak government. It only lasted a little while. But it was as close to this line to anarchy as we could possibly get. The founders didn't want it. They had already lived in Britain. They didn't want it. It failed. And that's when there was a knock on the door and they're like, Mr. Washington, can you please come back to Philadelphia? And he's like, oh, crap, come on, guys. Really? So he comes back. They tried it again, but they didn't want to move it too far here. They moved it just about here. That's our Constitution. They moved it just far enough down the line to where there was enough control to hold everybody together, but no more than that. Now what we have is we have the Democrats here, and we have the Republicans here. This is our left and right. That's why you're so frustrated. That's why you don't feel like you're getting a choice. That's why you feel like the Republicans have sold you out or the Democrats have sold you out, because you're like, wait a minute. Because we have to stop playing this game and start playing this game. Call a spade, back over here, or bigger, more oppressive government. And this is what I saw from Barack Obama last night.